17 years of tears.
One cry that changed everything. It began like many love stories do, with two people and a simple dream. Anna and Daniel married young, filled with the kind of hope only the innocent possess. Their wedding was modest, but radiant with joy, full of dreams about the life they would build together, a home filled with love, laughter, and children's voices. The early years of their marriage were beautiful, full of quiet routines, stolen kisses in the kitchen, and long walks in the rain. They would lie in bed and talk about baby names, whether their child would have Daniel's dimples or Anna's eyes, decorating nurseries in their minds long before buying cribs or diapers. But time, that quiet thief, began to slip by. 1 year passed, then 2, then 5, each month bringing the same familiar disappointment. The first few times it was a soft ache, but as the years dragged on, the ache turned into a wound. Anna watched her friends fall pregnant with ease, celebrated baby showers with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes, and came home to cry in the silence of an empty house. Every late period was a cruel trick. Every negative pregnancy test another confirmation of what she feared, that something was broken inside her. Doctors offered little comfort. Phrases like unexplained infertility and keep trying began to sound like meaningless echoes in sterile rooms. They tried everything, tracked ovulation, took pills that made her body feel foreign, and went through procedures that left her bruised in body and spirit. Her faith, once strong and glowing, became brittle. There were nights Anna would lie awake, staring at the ceiling, asking why? Why her? Why this weight? Why the silence? Daniel tried to hold her through the grief, but he grieved too. He never said it aloud, but she saw it in his eyes when he thought she wasn't looking. The same question. What if it never happens? Despite it all, they clung to each other. Even in the silence, they were each other's refuge. But the silence grew heavier with each passing year. Their house, once echoing with plans and laughter, now held a quiet sadness. Pictures on the wall of the same two faces, year after year, aging slowly, eyes losing some of the sparkle. The pressure from family and society was a steady hum in the background, always present, always unspoken. Still nothing? Someone would ask innocently, not knowing the weight of those two words. Anna learned to fake smiles, to laugh at jokes, to say, "We're trusting the timing," even when her soul felt crushed beneath that very timing. As year 10 approached, Anna felt the dream begin to die. She told Daniel once, "Maybe it's just going to be us." And he nodded gently, but she saw the flicker of pain behind his soft expression. They started talking about adoption, not as a second choice, but as a last attempt to fill the ache. Yet paperwork, waiting lists, and finances formed another mountain. One winter, after their 12th anniversary, Anna sat alone in the bathroom with another test, negative. Something broke that day. She didn't cry. She just sat there, numb, staring at the little window with one line. That night, she didn't talk. She curled into Daniel, her back to his chest, and whispered, "I think I'm done hoping." And for a while, she was. They stopped tracking days, stopped visiting doctors, stopped praying for a miracle. They lived, quietly, peacefully, but always with a little hollow space between them. 17 years into their marriage, Anna had learned to live without hope. She had found ways to be grateful for other things, the strength of their marriage, the quiet joys of life, the comfort of routine, until one ordinary morning something felt different. It was a Wednesday. Nothing remarkable about it. Anna woke up nauseous and blamed the leftover seafood from the night before, but the nausea didn't pass. Her chest ached. She felt a strange fatigue she hadn't known before. She chalked it up to age, hormones, maybe stress. It took her a full week before she even considered buying a test. Even as she held it in her hands, standing in the same bathroom where she'd faced disappointment so many times, she didn't believe it. She almost didn't look. But when she finally did, her knees gave way. 2 lines, 2 solid, undeniable lines. She blinked, laughed, cried, then sobbed with a force she hadn't known was in her. Daniel found her on the floor, the test in her hand, her shoulders shaking. He dropped to his knees beside her, confusion turning to shock, then disbelief, then tears of his own. "Are you sure?" he whispered. "Yes," she choked out. "I'm pregnant." What followed was months of trembling faith. Every day she waited for the dream to vanish. Every doctor's appointment came with fear. Every heartbeat they heard felt like a borrowed miracle. but the baby grew strong and steady. Anna touched her belly every night, whispered to the life inside her, told stories about the years they had waited. She wrote letters to her unborn child, describing the emptiness, the hope, the love that had been waiting all along. The day she gave birth, the hospital room was filled with quiet reverence. The moment the baby cried, just one loud, piercing cry, it shattered the silence of 17 years. Daniel wept openly, holding the child like he was holding a star. Anna, exhausted and glowing, looked at her daughter and felt the years of tears wash away. That one cry, just one, was enough to heal every scar. They named her Grace, because that's what she was. Not luck, not coincidence, but grace. Unearned, unexpected, overwhelming. In the months that followed, Anna didn't care about sleepless nights or the chaos of motherhood. She welcomed every cry, every spit up, every diaper. She cherished the stretch marks, the dark circles, the sore body, because they meant she had been chosen. 17 years of waiting, of breaking, of building herself back up had led to this moment. And now, as she rocked Grace to sleep in a room once imagined in dreams, she whispered, "You were worth every tear." The house was no longer silent. It rang with lullabies, soft giggles, late-night feeding sounds. Photographs now showed 3 faces, not 2. Anna knew the years had taken something from her, but they had also given her something deeper, a kind of love forged in the fire of longing, a kind of gratitude that only grows in the absence of what was once taken for granted. Some dreams come quickly, others take time, and some, like Grace, arrive when we've almost stopped believing, to remind us that even in the quiet, life is still moving, still waiting to bloom. One cry. That's all it took to change everything.